So part of this assignment is you have to be picking appropriate fonts and music to really enhance your genre swap. DA font is a great resource for fonts, and what's really cool is if you download a font to use in Premiere, you can actually use it across all applications on your computer. If you have Photoshop, Microsoft Word, everything. All right, so you'll notice on DA font, which is linked on Haiku, there are tons of categories for fonts here. So since I'm going to be editing a horror film, I'm going to hit the horror category. All right. And all these are really cool fonts, but I still want to make sure that my viewer will be able to read the font when it's on the screen. So what's neat is in the preview window here, I can actually type in the title of my film. Now, I don't know the title, so I'm just going to put movie horror. Okay. And I'm going to hit submit. All of these fonts are now previewed in my with my movie title. So this way I can make sure I can actually read it. So like something like this might not be legible enough, but this is kind of cool. So I'm just going to use this Friday the 13th font. I'm going to hit download. Right here it is. I can just click on it. It went to my downloads folder. Okay, so here it is, Friday the 13th. I can then, okay, so this downloaded as a folder, and it has all these files. All right, you're looking for the files that have a little piece of paper with a block on it. Okay, it's also going to be .otf or .ttf, so it's all of these guys. I don't need to worry about the license. So I'm going to select all of them and double click, and then I'm going to get all these little windows that pop up, and I'm just going to hit install font on each one of them. Now, every once in a while, an error might pop up and it might say there's something wrong with that font. Honestly, I just click on that. There's like a little button that says to override the error. I always do that and try to download it anyway. So now I can come over into Premiere, and you'll notice there's a little T, a type tool. So all I have to do is click on that type tool and actually come over to my screen with the preview of my footage, and I can make a text box. All right, so I'm going to type in movie horror. Okay, and now over here on the graphics, I can change the font. Okay, so all I did was I came over to the text, I toggled the little arrow. Okay, I can change the size, I can change the fill. There's so many things I can do here. Okay, if I want to change the size, I have to highlight it. Okay, I can make it centered. All right, and I want to change it to that movie horror font. Now, if I don't see, so it was called Friday the 13th, and here it is. All right, so I'm going to select on it, and there we go. Now, sometimes you might have to quit out of Premiere and reopen it in order for your font to show up after you've downloaded it. But here it is. Now, you'll notice if I zoom into my timeline, here's the font right here. Okay, I can actually drag that font over to where I don't have footage. So rather than showing on top of my footage, it shows up on black. Okay, so that is how I use DA font to get different cool fonts into my project. For music, it's really easy. All right, I just download whatever song I want. I'm going to hit download. Okay, so it's going into, again, my downloads folder. In Premiere, I'm going to go to File, Import, go to my downloads folder, and here it is. So I would just import it and then drag it over to Premiere just like I would my footage. Getting music off of YouTube is a little trickier. There's only one website I know of, y2mate.com. The issue with it is if you're not careful about which of the various buttons that pop up on the website you click, you can very easily download a virus to your computer. So if you find a song or something on YouTube that you want to use, send me the URL to that YouTube video. And I can download it for you.